This is Between the Breaks
Real talk, right between the breaks.
with Brooke Hunter and Kadie Daye.
It's Monday. Oh, such a Monday. I had the worst night last night.
No.
My smoke detector kept chirping. And this was after I'd fallen asleep. And you know, like that first hour when you go to sleep, how you're like really out?
Yeah.
Okay, so every time it chirped, the dogs barked. And it chirped like every half hour. Like, honestly, like my arms hurt right now because I'm so tired.
No.
Yeah. So
that is the worst. At some point, though, did you just get up and change the battery?
No, I changed it this morning.
You were too comfortable.
I was just like, because then if I get up, then they get up. Because I'm in a Chihuahua sandwich when I sleep. So, you know.
A Chihuahua sandwich?
It's totally a Chihuahua sandwich. I'm in the middle. They can't touch each other. They can only touch me. It's weird.
Right.
So you're really bothered by something. Well, I'm not going to say really bothered, but you're perturbed over something that happened on Friday.
Well, as you brought up, it's Monday. And, like, you know, this did happen on Friday. But, like, I was scared to do this again for the office because I didn't want to miss out.
Okay.
But Friday, I made a pot of coffee here. And normally, if you've ever made the coffee here, Brooke, you'll know that you can, like, pour the water in and walk away and come back in a few minutes and the pot is there.
Right.
I come back in a few minutes and I see one of our coworkers walking away from the break room. He's like, "Hey, morning." And I was like, "Morning." And then I turned the corner and there's an empty pot of coffee there. Like, I made 10 cups. So how did 10 people get cups of coffee?
Cups of coffee.
And I didn't get a single cup.
And nobody, because the proper etiquette is if you use the last of the coffee or if it's down to like the last little bit, you make another pot.
Exactly. So this morning, I didn't even mess with it. I was like, you know what? I'm just not making coffee for the office. I'm just bringing my own from home.
Okay, because I was going to say you still wanted coffee this morning.
Oh, exactly. But I was like, I'm not going to rely on here and then someone steals it before I even get a cup. That's
rude.
Rude. Thank you.
No, it is. And
it wasn't you.
No. I mean, no, because I usually don't have coffee. And if I do, I'll stop on my way in. Because I like to go to Family Express and get a mocha.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah. But I haven't been doing that. I've been having a Coke in the morning and then I just have water.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like back and forth to the bathroom like 15 times a day because I'm drinking so much water.
Which is good.
That's totally uncool, though, that somebody didn't make a fresh pot. You know something else that happened here?
What?
And I think this is kind of bad. I mean, you should ask first, okay?
Okay.
So, some mornings I'll just bring like a couple slices of bread, make a couple pieces of toast with butter and jelly. Or jam, right?
Yeah.
So I brought raspberry preserves. This was like 3 weeks ago. And I put it down where I normally put my stuff in the fridge.
Okay.
And then the raspberry preserves was moved because somebody else used it and put it in the door.
What?
Yeah.
Was it like... Wait. Was it unopened when you brought it?
No, it's like a glass jar.
Oh, okay. So someone just opened it. You could tell that it was moved, and that's why.
And then I opened it, and I could see that they had taken some of the jam out.
That's crazy.
Now, here's the thing. If somebody came to me and was like, "Oh, you know what? I love raspberry. Do you mind if I have some?" I would be like, "No, that's totally fine."
Yeah, that seems like, I don't know if that would be an honest mistake. I will say, and maybe this is my karma, there's a bunch of water bottles in the fridge here, and I thought they were for us.
No, they're for clients.
So I was like, oh, this is nice. So I grabbed one once, and another person in the office saw me do that and didn't say anything in the moment. I would have put it back. But then the next time I went into the fridge, because I was getting my creamer, because I bought a creamer thing for my coffee, I go in there and it says client water. And I was like, oh, no, why didn't someone just tell me?
Just mention it. You don't have to put like a big old note.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You know, there are probably a lot of, and we're only like touching on a couple, but there's a lot of office etiquette.
Yeah.
I think that drive people crazy.
Can we talk about one more thing?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if this falls under office etiquette, but I feel like it kind of does.
Okay.
I mentioned this to somebody. I said something, it disappeared.
What?
There was a mirror in the woman's bathroom.
Yes.
On the door.
Yes.
And so, like, your reflection, like, you basically watched your form as you used the restroom. And I did not like that at all. I was very uncomfortable with the position of how I looked.
But it's gone now.
It's gone now, but I made a comment. I was like, oh, like, let me just, like, make sure I got good form. And now it's missing. And
well, it's been gone now for a long time. I didn't even know that it was here when you first started. Like, I thought it had disappeared long like a really long time ago.
I said it like 2 weeks after I worked here, and the next day it was gone.
It's gone. It's never gone back up because they were doing some construction, and so they took the doors off the hinges.
Yeah.
And when they did that, they took the mirror off, and the mirror has never come back.
I don't know. I feel like it's my fault.
Well, I don't think it's a big deal if there's not a full-length mirror while you're sitting there on the can. I mean honestly,
you're right.
You know?
It was a little weird.
I have noticed that it's just gone. I don't know that that's you. I think somebody was just kind of too lazy to put it back up.
Or maybe someone else was like, maybe people don't need to see the way they look when they're on the can.
Sorry. I'm being a little crude this morning. I'm sleep deprived. Man.
It's okay.
Oh, all right. Well, listen, you have a good show. Stay cool. It's going to be another hot and steamy day.
I know.
Yeah.
At least your pool's open.
I know.
Between the breaks.
Happy July 1st, Kadie.
We're halfway through the year.
Yeah, we are, aren't we?
Yeah, not to speed it along.
No, I though, am still amazed at how quickly June went.
I know.
June went really, really fast.
I know. Well, I think, too, part of it is that heat wave. Because didn't you just stay inside most of those days?
Yeah, I mean, I went out. I didn't purposely stay inside because of the heat, but I limited my time outside.
Right. So it felt like we weren't really enjoying June the way we would.
Well, it's funny because I have this one former coworker that I talk to probably once a month. And he's like me. He loves the heat and humidity. Like, everyone was complaining about how hot and humid it was. Oh, I'm dying. He and I were like, we love it. He also believes that summer is over on the 4th of July.
A lot of people say that. A lot of people actually say that they feel like the 4th of July is like a sign that, summer's basically over.
Yeah.
And then you feel panicked to get on. I actually just found out that apparently 1 in every 3 parents are already thinking about back to school shopping in July.
Well, I think that, so when my son was younger and I wasn't working and I was home all day with him in the summertime, you're always trying to find things to do.
Yeah.
And so by like early July, you're like, oh my God, when are these kids going to go back to school?
You're running out of ideas.
So they have some structure.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I do remember that. I remember back to school shopping with my mom. I loved it. I had so much fun back to school shopping. Not for books and stuff, for like back to school clothes.
Oh, of course. That's the best kind of shopping.
Yeah.
Back to school.
But yeah, I mean, I get why parents are probably starting to think about, well, and the other thing is too, I don't know how it was when you grew up. But when I was growing up, the last day of school was the Thursday or Friday before Memorial Day weekend.
Okay.
So you were off. Memorial Day came around and you're done with school for the summer. And then when you go back to school, you go back the day after Labor Day. Now it seems like kids are going back early to mid-August.
Yeah, that's definitely how it is in the area. And then probably like a little after Memorial Day is when it ends.
Yeah,
but school days have like whatever snow days. Right. There was a time when I was in school, we had so many snow days one year, we had to go to Saturday school.
I believe that. It was
the worst.
I know that there were some schools by me that because there were so many snow days, they were going well into June. Mm-hmm. They weren't going Saturdays, but it was cutting into their summer break. So I get that.
Yeah, no one likes that, though.
No.
Especially when August comes quicker than you think.
Oh, for sure. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, I wait all year long for summer. Mm-hmm. And then, like, at the beginning, I'm so gullible, I'm so naive. I'm like, oh, it's going to last forever. And then, by July, I'm like, ooh, no, Because now, you think about it, we had the summer solstice on June 20th. That was the longest day of the year.
That was like almost 2 weeks ago now.
Okay, longest day of the year.
Whoa.
Each day moving forward from then has been getting just a little bit shorter. So the shortest day of the year, I believe, is December 21st.
Yeah, winter solstice, I think.
Yeah, so we're now on that track. Not to be negative, because I love the summer. I don't want it to end, but just being realistic here.
I do love snow.
Do you?
Yeah.
I hate snow.
You hate snow?
Hate it.
Oh.
The only way that I don't mind snow is if we're having a really, really good blizzard and I don't have to go anywhere. I can just stay home all day. I don't want to be out traveling in it. I don't like pushing a shopping cart through the slush in the parking lot of the grocery store.
That is
and then
gross.
Loading everything into the car when it's cold and the wind's whipping in your face.
The worst part about snow, too, the slush you mentioned, when you're wearing pants and the bottom part of the pants gets soaked, even on a rainy day.
Yeah, you're right.
That is actually the worst about wearing pants. pants.
It's just so uncomfortable.
Yeah. And then it's like starting to get cold and it's like making your ankles freeze.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah,
well, I can feel it if I think about it.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I want summer just to keep going. But yeah, so you're saying that my friend and now me, we're not the only ones thinking that summer is virtually over come the 4th of July.
Yeah, apparently there's like a handful of people. I forget the actual statistic, to be honest with you, but I could find it really quick if I... Let's see here.
Oh.
Okay. 42. Okay, over 50% of people say they feel like the summer's flying by once July 4th hits.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we just have to enjoy it while we can.
Between the breaks.
I got one thing to say, Kadie.
What's that?
Burr.
It is kind of chilly in here.
Okay, so I have my thermostat at home at like maybe 75.
That's pretty warm, actually.
But I also have a fan. Like it's not hot in my apartment at all.
Well, I guess like in the summer too, you'd probably have it a little warmer, so you're not paying so much for the air.
Yeah, because I mean, like my dad used to have the thermostat in his house at like 65. Oh, I mean, you'd have to be wearing like a parka.
Yeah.
And his bills were like crazy, you know? But so I leave work and I'm comfortable, and it was a nice morning this morning. Like it wasn't too hot. It wasn't too cold. It was pretty perfect.
Yeah.
And then I come into work and at about 8:30, somebody cranks the AC. And like right now, the tips of my fingers are cold.
Really? Mm-hmm. The next round of shifters get in, and then they have to adjust it. And the thing about here is when you adjust the thermostat in the hallway, it affects everywhere.
Yeah. Like I've worked in some studios where it had its own thermostat, and you could keep it at whatever temperature you like. But here's the thing I don't understand. So here we live in an area that, you know, it gets cold in the wintertime.
Right.
It gets snowy, it gets icy. People ultimately at some point complain about the snow and the ice, saying, oh, I can't wait for summer, blah, 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 blah. Then summer rolls around, and those same people are cranking the thermostats down, not to winter levels, but you know what I mean? Like, wouldn't you think that when you have just a short window of opportunity to be warm, like naturally, that you'd want to take it?
You would think, but you got to have something to complain about.
I guess.
Some people, at least. Though I will say, I used to work at a place, and we had a thermostat in the studio and in all the studios we had.
Okay.
And the engineer, which is really the guy that kind of manages that, I guess.
Yeah.
He went and put a lock on all the thermostats.
Are you serious?
Yes, to keep it all at 70. But I'm telling you right now, it was not always 70. Because the one studio that I mainly worked out of was right by this ginormous window that took up basically the whole wall.
Okay.
So when it was really cold, air would leak
really
in
cold.
the window. Yeah. And you couldn't adjust the thermostat. It said it was 70. It was not 70.
You know the other thing, because I've worked in places where people have also locked the thermostats. Ultimately, there's someone on that staff who isn't the engineer who knows how to change the thermostat. Did you ever notice that?
No, I don't know anyone who did. They might have been good at hiding it. Because some days it'd be warmer than others.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You had someone there who probably knew a way around and could get in and change the thermostat. Because, no, they're not going to tell anybody.
Right, why would they?
Right. No, that's like a superpower that not everybody needs to know about. But... I knew somebody at my work, and what they would do is they would make it colder. And the other thing I was told, and I still don't buy this, the engineer would be like, well, no, it needs to stay cold in here because it's bad for the equipment. Well, I'm not having it at 90.
Right, and I've heard that same thing too, like, oh, the equipment, it gets too warm in here.
I think that's an engineer's excuse.
Yeah.
That's just me, I don't know.
Maybe
I'm no engineer.
All engineers are like warm-blooded, and so they have to have it cooler, and that's like, they all teamed up together in the engineer union.
I don't know, but I don't like it.
I don't like it either. I always have a blanket with me, or like an emergency sweatshirt.
Yeah. I actually have a blanket in my car.
I have an emergency sweatshirt in the other room, which I'm going to have to grab.
We got to come prepared.
I know.
Between the breaks.
Hello, Kadie.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm great. I've had my first cup of coffee for the day.
Okay, so yesterday you and I go out to eat.
Yes.
And this has to do with coffee, by the way.
Okay, I already know what you're going to say.
So we go out to eat, and the first thing we're asked is, would you like a drink? And you're like, I need coffee. So you get coffee. How many cups of coffee did you have while we ate?
I think there was 4 cups.
There had to have been more, because I felt like the waitress was always over there pouring more coffee in your cup.
Well, I think she also tried to cut me off. You know, like bartenders trying to cut you off?
Yeah.
Our server yesterday was trying to cut me off from my coffee intake because I saw her look at us and keep trying to walk by, and I was like, no. Can I actually have more coffee?
You would be like, hey, I need you over here.
And then I said, I think this is my 5th cup, and she's like, I don't think it's 5. I think it might have been, though.
Okay, because I think she was like kind of counting.
Yeah.
Because you did kind of preface the whole thing by saying that you need a lot of coffee or something along those lines.
Like, I can't help myself. It's so good. It just tastes so good.
I like coffee, but like yesterday, I couldn't put enough cream in it. Like, I've got to like drown it in cream.
Mm-hmm. You said Boston style is how you like to go.
When I go to Dunkin', it's Boston style. And most Dunkin' employees know what that is. It's where your coffee is so creamed up that it's almost white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of, I used to be like that too. I always like to have like a little bit of cream and sugar in my coffee.
Okay.
But when I lived in New York for a little bit, they have Tim Hortons because it's closer.
I've been to a Tim Hortons.
Oh yeah. Like right as you get closer to Canada, there's more Tim Hortons, and I think there's one in Fort Wayne too, but kind of when you go that direction.
There's some in Michigan.
Okay, yeah. So the closer up north you go, and I used to live kind of by Niagara Falls, which is right by Canada, and so I would go to Tim Hortons, and I thought that when you get a coffee from Tim Hortons, you order the same way you do at Dunkin'. I'll take medium, whatever, caramel coffee, and I thought you just get the cream and sugar automatically. Because they just kind of know at Dunkin' that you're getting cream and sugar in it. You don't have to say.
Right. Well, you can go there and be like, I want cream and sugar, or I want extra cream. They know. Yeah, they're pretty good about it at Dunkin'.
Right. Tim Hortons, though, I just said, can I get a medium caramel iced coffee? And it was black with ice cubes.
Really?
I was like, what is this? And they're like, medium caramel iced coffee. I'm like, okay. And I tasted it, and I'm like, this is the worst. So I went back the next time. I was like, hey, I would like my cream and sugar in my coffee this time. Right. And they said, okay. Well, when you say cream and sugar, that's 1 and 1.
Oh, so you have to be very specific.
Yes.
As to what you want at Tim Hortons for coffee.
Right. So it took like 3 tries. And then finally I told the Tim Hortons drive-thru person, I'm like, what's the deal? Why are you not like Dunkin' Donuts? I can get a coffee and say...
You said that?
Yeah. I was like, what's going on? They're like, oh, well, you have to say how much you want. Like a lot of people order double, which is 2 and 2. 2 cream, 2 sugar.
That's not enough for me, though.
That's what I ended up getting, though. It was better than the black
Well, it's better than nothing.
Coffee. Yeah. With ice cubes.
Okay, so I didn't even... You use cream now. Like, you don't drink your coffee black, right?
No, I drink with cream. It's an acquired taste, though, to drink black coffee. Like, I can do it.
I can do it. You know what? The only time, actually, that I do it, I mean, I've got to be, like, so tired that I'm peeling my eyelids up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Because then I feel like when you have the cream and sugar, it kind of drowns out the full effectiveness of the caffeine, which is probably not true.
Right.
But, yeah, that's what... If I'm just, like... on death's door tired, that's when I get black coffee.
Well, you know, they say the perfect time to have your cup of coffee is between like 9:30 and 11.
Really?
Yeah, because a lot of people, you're supposed to drink it like 90 minutes to 2 hours after you wake up. And most people usually are at work by 8.
Well, yeah, because most people, I mean, I remember when I was married, we had the coffee maker with the timer on it. So it would just go on before we even got up.
Yeah. But you're not supposed to drink it right away when you wake up because you're supposed to still use your energy from sleep and then wait a little bit and then use the coffee as a boost.
Okay, I don't know about you, but I don't feel like I get much energy from sleep.
I don't either.
Okay.
Like the coffee gives me the energy. Even if I just smell it, I feel like an instantaneous boost.
I actually love the smell of coffee more than I love the taste. I think it smells awesome.
It does.
Yeah.
I've got coffee candles at home.
Do you?
I did try to kind of like limit my intake of coffee because as we just pointed out, I drink way too much of it. So I used to smell like my coworkers' coffee and be like, they would just like I was sniffing the air.
You're smelling my coffee.
I was like, I'm so sorry.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Well, are you ready for the 4th of July?
I'm ready. As long as I got coffee.
As long as you have coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready. I don't really have any plans. I was saying earlier this week on the air, I'm going to stay home with my dogs because they're just freaked out. Last night at about 9:30, 10 o'clock, somebody's blowing off loud fireworks right outside my window.
Did you see the secret to training your dogs to get ready for the fireworks?
You you break
Spaghetti noodles.
uncooked spaghetti, because it's the popping noise.
Yeah. Might want to try that.
I could give it a shot. I don't think it'll work.
We might try it with my boyfriend's dachshund.
Oh, yeah, Penny.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
she's
such a
2.
cute name.
So
Okay.
I don't know how she does with fireworks. I haven't seen, but
I used to have big dogs, and they could have cared less. Like, they would just hang out, and they would hear it, and they'd kind of look at me, and then they would just go back to doing whatever they were doing.
Really?
But these little guys, I don't like them at all. So, yeah, I'm going to hang out with them.
yeah, it'll be fun.
All right, well, enjoy your 4th of July, whatever you do.
This is Between the Breaks
Real talk right between the breaks.
with Brooke Hunter and Kadie Daye.